Hey babes, let's get a message. If we may get a message for my babes. My boss Jana wanted to do a reading. Well, she's like, bring your cards up tonight. And I'm like, sure. But did I tell you guys? Like a couple months ago, for those that don't know, I've been hired as a private driver in Vegas. I got a week left. Anyways, a couple months ago when I answered this post for the job, later that night after she basically was like, all right, I like you, I was like, I gotta pull a card on this little bitty. And so I pulled the, well, it was a picture of an airplane, and at the bottom it said, planning a vacation. And she sent me like this long list of itinerary of things that, for planning the vacation. It's not like I should have been so surprised, because these kind of things happen to me all the time, but that's what it said. And then and I just I can't just go bring my cards up and do a reading, like, because she's got a little too much energy, and she wouldn't be focused, and she would just extract, she just what's the message? I don't know. I've been asked to do, you can't just go do a reading for people when they're not in the right mind frame. I guess you could. Anyways, I just haven't felt right about it, and so I haven't. And I don't know. I had to say that. But anyways, for my babes who are ready for the message, let's get a message. Okay. Blessed. What is the message for my babes? Just trying to get a message, if we may. Heart, home, compassion, number 27. Okay, well, that's good. Somebody's got compassion for a situation or a person or a place or themselves or somebody else or a boss or a situation has compassion for you. Something about the home is where the heart is, or the heart is where the, what is that? Home is where the heart is. What is the message? Cosmic womb, the divine feminine. I'm sorry, I don't know if I want to speak on that. Let's see. Cosmic womb, the divine feminine, heart, home, compassion. It's like, if you're male, you're connected to a female who is like home. It's like where you feel like you're in the gooey womb where you're taken care of, nurtured by all of her sustenances. Is that a word? Or you, if you're a female, you are the divine feminine cosmic womb. The cosmic womb. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's too much. Let's just get some tarot and keep it simple, please. Okay? Oh my goodness. If we may. Get some tarot for my babes. What's the message No, I sure like these ones. All right. So I have recently had a couple discussions with a potential employer for when I get back to Arizona on the 17th. And I've mentioned this a little bit, but like there's a little bit of a conflict of what's the conflict of interest. It's so annoying. It's like he's kind of trying to date me. And I'm like, bro, I need a job. Can we keep this professional? And I send my photo with my resume and my cover letter. It's as generic as I can get it. And I told my mom about this last night. I'm if you stick with me, I have a point to get to. But last night I talked to my mom about this conundrum, and she was like, "Well, what photo did you send?" And I showed her the photo. I sent it to her. I was like, "Mom, this is as dull as I can get." I was just in a t-shirt in my trailer, and I barely smiled. Just like, because before, she was like, "Well, no wonder they're having struggles with the boundaries. You sent them that photo." And I'm like, "Mom, that's just how I look. What do you want me to do? Like, not shower and then take a photo and be like, yeah, like, what did you..." It's not fair just because, although I have truly decided not to send even my most dullest photos to like housekeeping positions in case the wife gives one glance at me and she's like, "Oh no, we're not having that woman in our house every day." It's not fair. My point is, somebody is going to have compassion on your natural essence, the fact that you are divine feminine, and so you have to, divine feminine, we have to really lay down the law of the boundaries and bring them into our womb and nurture them within the boundaries of... I feel a little messy with the message, but like there's going to be some compassion for a situation with the divine feminine being like the heart is like somebody is not going to take advantage because you're going to clarify the boundaries and how you can provide so much more than just a sexual encounter. But, women often are inclined to kind of, use that feminine power to get what they want. But it's not what you want here. What we're going for is the big picture, and my babes, we need to really discern what we're doing and why, and making it very clear for those around us that are blurring boundaries. Wheel of Fortune at the bottom. So, the divine feminine is not just some toy. She is the home, the womb, the place that if they respond in kind, nurturing the situation professionally or fairly, then later, if there's some lines that you can't help but blur, some sort of attraction, then so be it. But establish the big picture first. And know that my babes. Just trying to get a message. We have to treat ourselves the way we wish others would treat us, and that teaches them how to treat us. And it's a process to develop your boundaries, to develop your voice, to develop your desires, to align your purpose, and to it's like the ones that are meant to be in your life, not only will they oblige, they will respect. And if all they want is just to fuck up the boundaries, then that's not what you're... So anyways, cosmic womb, the divine feminine, heart and home, compassion. Have compassion for your heart, your womb, and then they will too. And if they don't, then deuces. All right, just a couple tarot. What is the message for this interesting situation? 9 of Swords. I get it. And I'm going to talk us all the way through it as I develop this skill myself. Hey, I don't want to say what I just thought, but if they can't control themselves, then you can't work together. And if you can't work together, then I guess you can explore the boundaries. But fuck, we're gonna figure this shit out, because this is bullshit. I think. Who knows? Let's see. What is the 9 of Swords, and what do we have to be aware of the situation? What is so scary? Or standing up for ourselves? So scary is the 7 of Cups. Like, I don't know how. We don't know how. We don't know what to do, how to do it, who to choose, and why. Like, it's all just an illusion, and it's scary. That's why we have to focus and lay down the boundaries. It's so hard. Because sometimes the more you resist, and when I was like, I'm celibate, it's like, that was like an invitation. I don't tell people I'm celibate anymore, because some of them take it as an invitation, as a challenge to, and they are charming sometimes, and so it's exhausting. I just need to pay the bills. May I just say, you guys, there was another guy. He's in a wheelchair. He's probably a little, I don't know. He said he got in an accident. Maybe he's not elderly. But I told him, you live a little further than what would be worth it. And I said, I can provide, perhaps I can provide other services to make it worth my trip and get a few more hours. And I think he must have taken that as like, what did he say? He goes, what, like tucking me in? I think something like that. And I was like, well, my response was, I actually thought that was a little bit part of the job description, because I have to take him out of the wheelchair and into the bed. But and so it's like, sometimes you truly just try to be professional, and they just won't be professional. And then you're like entertained a little bit and like almost feed into it. But this morning I messaged him because I don't think I'm gonna be what's the word? I think I'll be okay. He's in a wheelchair. Like, I don't have much to fear here. So I messaged him. I said, no, seriously, can you call me later today and let's talk about this more? He basically just needs meals made at night, 3 nights a week, and help with getting in bed. Or he didn't really say that, but the hours were from like 7 to 9 at night. So it was like just getting him situated for the night. Anyways, I forget what I was gonna say. Cosmic womb, the divine feminine, heart, home, compassion. It's like so often, you know, the way life, the system has been, the man, just not even 50 years ago, the man was the provider and the woman stayed at home with the kids. And that was kind of like his job and your job. But then when it's like, all right, things are changing, and the woman is not just there to take care of kids and cook. The woman has desires and goals and hobbies and aspirations as well. And if we don't have the money to support ourselves, these endeavors, and we have to rely on a man, then it's like it confuses the authority over self. And so for the women to start standing on their own 2 feet, it's like then it becomes offensive and they don't know what their position is and gets all fucking weird. But anyways, for the ones that are aligned with for the women who are aligned with their cosmic womb power and authority, heart and home, the compassion, the center of, you know, it's like the woman, a man can be like home too, but like the woman is a fucking home. A whole home in itself makes the home. And I'm pretty sure I'm just babbling. But somebody is in fear of their boundaries getting blurred, or I'm just talking all about myself and you guys are just here to listen. I don't know. One more. Ooh, 6 of Pentacles. Blast! I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scream, but like, this is what we're looking for. Fair. I give you something and you give me what I deserve in return. And whatever that looks like, whatever you guys are putting out, you will receive fair compensation. So, but it's going to take, you're going to have to be clear with the things, and you have to tell them, like, I can't believe I even said that. I was like, in the past, I would have taken the little bit of pay and the job that didn't allow enough hours and working at night when I past my bedtime. But now I stood up for myself. I said, hey, call me. Let's negotiate. I'm going to try to not do it from 7 to 9. I'm going to do like 6 to 8. I'm going to say I need this much money and tell them what it is so that it's clear that because if you don't negotiate or make it clear what you expect for your end of the bargain or side of the services, then they'll just get away with giving you as little as possible. Some people do. But if we speak up and say what we need and how and when and why. And if they don't agree, then you don't do it. And if they do, then blessed, you have an equal, fair give and take. So what might be scary here is somebody doesn't know, like they never stood up for themselves. It's never been fair give and take. It's always been like, well, I don't want to rock the boat, and they're in a wheelchair, so we just give them what they need. Nope. Time to be fair. And this is no offense to men. Roles reversed in some other possible way, if you can, I know you can probably figure it out, my boys. But all right, let's just get one more, I guess. Oh my goodness. What is the message? Just trying to make things fair. The woman provides so much, but it doesn't always get compensated. What does compensation for compassion look like? Bizarre. Elephant spirit, learn from the past. That's a good one. People repeat the same lessons over and over and over, perhaps with different people at different times, and so you can't really tell you're actually going through the same thing because you didn't learn from the past. But those of us that are really trying to learn from the past and not do the same thing and become sovereign or somebody that gets what they deserve, then blessed. Figure that shit out. I know you are. It's so good. If anybody of you are still here, I love you guys so much. Doing the things. Trying to just do the things. Men and women are different. And I don't care what people say. They provide what they do, and the women provide what they do, and the compensation gets fucking bizarre. So we gotta clear that shit up. What's the message? Grasshopper spirit, take a leap of faith. Number 30. If you do what you know is necessary and it voids that contract, or it ends things, or it makes them feel some type of way, then that is your sign that it is not meant to be. You don't just well, they didn't accept, so I guess I'll just do what I want to do. No. That's going to be a no. And if you have to be without and suffer and in lack and hurt, and so be it, because you'll get through it, and then you'll all of a sudden have this other opportunity that does align, because you are not you're not a weak one. You're not submissive. You are learning to stand in your power, and you have to learn what that power looks like, and that also develops too as we grow. So anyways, getting a message. I'm just going to leave it right there. My beautiful babes just trying to get a message. I love you guys. Until next time.